My name is Juan Barthelemy. I'm an assistant professor in the Graduate College of Social Work at the University of Houston. I'm just starting my second year in the program. I'm from Louisiana, where I had the opportunity to work in various settings as it relates to juvenile justice-involved youth. The things that drove me into social work was having the opportunity to work in a hospital during my last year in undergraduate school, where I worked as a hospital police and had the opportunity to interview a lot of people coming into the hospital who were victims of some type of violent crime, gunshot wounds, stabbings, blunt force trauma, or things that couldn't be identified through regular accidental means. I remember talking to a couple young people and finding out their stories, and as I listened to them more about the things that brought them to the hospital, it helped me to understand that I wanted to be a part of the solution rather than the problem, which led me into my current research. I primarily work with African American males who have been justice involved or on the pathway to becoming justice involved. We look at gang and group involved youth, trying to identify evidence-based practices to help them to see that there are different pathways other than the current pathways that they find themselves on. The last project that I worked on, we were able to identify a lot of these youth and give them some alternatives to the gang life that they were living and help them to see that, they could be more productive in other means. And I think that through giving young people other opportunities, it helps them to, one, redefine the way that they look at themselves, but it's also been shown to be more effective than the incarceration path that we've been doing prior to this. Arrest in and of itself is not an effective means of reducing crime. However, when you give people alternatives to a criminal lifestyle, then it gives them some other things that they can do, more pro-social things that they can do, which then helps them to make other decisions that, people in society deem to be more appropriate. And this relates to the racial justice mission of the Graduate College of Social Work, because a lot of the youth that we're seeing who are involved in these violent crimes happen to be brown and black youth in society. In addition, socially, a lot of these youth are coming from environments where these are the things that they're seeing, and so it becomes normative behavior. And economically, far too often these are also youth who are coming from impoverished communities. And so if we can work to address some of the social determinants that lead into the pathways of crime, we're going to be a lot more successful. Some of the work that I'm working on right now also looks at community engagement as a strategy to intervene with violent crimes. If we can get the community more involved in their interventions, they're going to be more successful than the traditional means of interventions where outside entities come in and tell people what it is that they're supposed to be doing. The research has shown this, the results have shown that the more people can become engaged in their own pathways, then the more likely they are to buy in and actually follow through with the interventions that we're able to identify. These are some of the things that I'm currently working on, and I hope to continue to develop projects that have been shown to be supported through the evidence and working on ways to help people to become, better providers of their own outcomes in life.